Oh, well, hello, big, beautiful home on 16th Street Heights.
Well, this is pretty dramatic. The archways
is.
as you walk in and the lights.
Where do we begin?
Wow, there's a parlor here to the left.
Right. So perfect as people would come up to visit you during the summer on the
Greet your
weekends.
guests. And then another large living space.
But you have to admire the woodwork,
Yeah.
the huge pocket
That's a
doors.
big-
That's a pocket door.
Look at that, with the
That's
original hardware.
gorgeous.
And into the back, into another large living room.
And you can see that it really is kind of set up for a B&B, all these sitting areas.
And big living rooms need big
Mm-hmm.
chandeliers.
Well, you know what living spaces also need? Kitchens.
Where's the kitchen? I was all ready to be like, and here's the kitchen.
Well, we have a great corner clock, though.
The clock is nice, another chandelier. But
Okay.
I'm sure we'll find that kitchen
I'm sure we
somewhere.
will. But you know, even though I did not find a kitchen, I did find a great backyard and that carriage house.
I want to see that carriage.
Yeah, I
house.
want to go check that out. All right.
Okay, oh my gosh, look at this backyard. How nice is
Oh.
this? Big deck.
And look at that pergola.
That is a nice, entertaining area. Okay, carriage house.
Carriage house. Oh,
The
watch your
enchanted
step.
carriage house.
I see a spiral staircase. Let's check it
Up
out.
we go.
All the way up. All right, so this is definitely one of the bedrooms.
Oh, this is great.
This is so cute. And we have a full bath.
Oh, that's it. Wow, they did a good job of like renovating this.
Right.
Okay, well that's one bathroom down, like 27
Time to go. Let's go.
All right.
Hey, you know what this spot would be great for?
What's that?
Weddings.
Oh, that
See
would be
somebody
nice.
getting married there?
Well, those stained glass windows is just like a nice background to this, yard in general.
It is.
Hey, this is just like an old manor house. Nice bay window here.
All right.
All right.
So this is our first round of bedrooms.
This looks impressive. So 4 of them.
But let's start with the uptown since that's the name of the home.
I like it how they put the name on the transom.
I know.
Nice room, nice big
Great
windows.
room.
Tina, look at this burled wood door.
Well, you know what? That's bird's eye maple.
That is gorgeous.
Okay. And then we have a full bath.
Wow.
It's a nice updated bath.
It is
nice
very,
tile.
yes, up to date, brand new.
Okay.
All right, into the second suite.
Okay, wisteria.
I can totally appreciate the height of the ceilings in this room.
Well, you know, I think this room is a little brighter than the last room, so your eyes are just really drawn up to the ceiling.
Very much so. Tina, look at this bathroom.
Oh, this is a showstopper.
Yeah.
I am in love with the blue.
I love these windows.
Oh, and look at this cast iron tub.
How about the tile
I
on top of
know,
the shower?
that's one of the first things I noticed.
It's like ginkgo leaf, very different. It is stunning.
Wow.
Next suite.
Yep. Okay, so.
Okay, this one sounds fancy.
Ooh.
Into the Hollywood suite.
Oh,
Hollywood. Hollywood. All right. Hey, I think this is my favorite bedroom in the house so far.
I would agree because I love that it's on like the corner of the house and it's got this nice round, I don't know, what would you call that?
Basically wall.
Yeah, really.
Let's just say it's dramatic, right?
Oh,
Maybe that's why it's the Hollywood room.
Okay.
All right.
Well, speaking of dramatic, look at the entranceway to this bathroom and these pocket doors.
Yeah, big entrance to a big bathroom. I love the shower.
Well, you know, it's mixing that modern with the original features of the house.
Yes, I think they've done it very well too.
Okay.
All right, next room, the Corleone. Aha, the Corleone suite, the Godfather suite. All right, there are a lot of cherubs going on in this room. Come on, up we go. All right, top floor. Looks like 4 suites. Okay, we don't have time for all of these.
Okay, how about we just pop our heads in?
Okay, great.
The Sweet Charity. All right, well, this room is sweet.
Yeah, it is. Okay, the jewel room. Oh, hey, look
okay.
at this. It has that little mansard roof and the skylights. Nice big bathroom.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think I'd call it a jewel.
It's a jewel.
Okay, and then we've got the hollyhock. Oh, I love the windows. And I love that 4-poster bed.
Nice and serene, but I think this is the fourth and final room up here. It's room with a view. You know what's inside this door?
I bet it's a view.
Well, let's see. Oh,
Oh, it is. And a balcony.
a gorgeous view. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, Denise was saying, We are sitting on top of a hill, and you can
Right.
see, just looking down, you can see all the neighboring neighborhoods.
Well, this is the uptown.
It is uptown. You know what we haven't seen? The actual room itself. We raced in here so
I
quickly,
know.
we were
There's
like,
actually a room with this view.
hey, this is a groovy room.
It is because you've got a really nice sitting area over there,
Yep.
and you have a full bath.
Okay, so now down to the lowest level to see Denise, and I can't wait to see what is on level 1.
Yeah. Hey, did we notice that door before?
I did not, but look, it has a please pull sign on it, so why don't you
I think
open that up?
will. Oh, it's a wet bar and laundry area.
For a B&B, that's
yeah.
pretty handy.
Pretty
Yep.
door.
Alrighty, well, those are some very creative bedrooms.
They were. So which one was your favorite?
I would just wait. Well, why don't we count to 3 and then
Okay.
okay,
all right.
ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wisteria. Oh, I knew you'd be Hollywood. You're so Hollywood.
You're very wisteria. Okay,
Okay, so
let's head
let's-
downstairs.
all right.
I guess through this
okay.
door. The one that says private.
There you guys are.
Here's the kitchen.
Here's the kitchen.
Yes.
We knew there had to be a kitchen
Right,
somewhere.
somewhere.
Yes, absolutely.
Totally unexpected.
And down here, there's an additional 2 bedrooms.
Okay,
All
which
right.
way?
Either way.
All right, you go that way. I'll go this way.
Sounds
okay.
good. I'll check out this one. Whoa! This one is huge. Tina is gonna love these floors.
All right, let's check this out. Oh, wow, look at that bathroom sink. All right, you want to take a look at that one?
You've got to see that one.
Okay, check out the sink.
Oh, this is cozy. Oh, I like the brick detail. That vanity is insane.
Oh, I can see why it's down to earth. And we have a huge full bath with double vanity. It's really fabulous.
Okay, so let's see. Any other questions?
I know there's been some renovations on this home, but what are some of the original elements still left?
Well, first of all, this is a restoration.
Okay.
Because the house is basically in its original condition in terms of the room sizes, the original pocket doors, the transoms, the doorknobs. A lot of the light fixtures, the wood floors are
Yes.
original.
And we love when homes are truly restored, too.
This is a nice balance, right?
It is.
So we have 4 levels finished. We have 11 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, 23 rooms,
was a lot.
including a carriage house. It was built in 1909,
Yep.
and the original asking price was $10,000.
$10,000.
Well, you know what? I think I'm going to go a little higher than that original price of $10,000. I'm going to come in at $2.4 million on this home.
Okay, I can
Okay.
see that.
All right.
All right, Denise Champion. I'm going to make a guess of 2.2 million.
All right.
The actual list price for this property was $1,950,000.
We've gone over again, second time out of 3 homes. All right, all right. Well, I guess that speaks volumes about this neighborhood, right?
Absolutely. That just goes to show you, frankly, there's true value in Petworth and 16th Street Heights.
And we see the value of the homes here, right? So that's why we went over 20.
Yes.